Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Throne of Baal, the Enhanced Edition, where we are in the besieged city of Saradush, and where besieged it is by fire giants. You almost see the battle constantly in the dialogue window. Must be exciting to watch. Sadly, it's all behind walls. Well, except for the occasional cannonball or catapult shots being tossed over the wall and then hitting us in the head. Alright then, let us proceed a bit. Now then, there is still one bit of a question we can still do. Uh-oh! Yeah, that was a big uh-oh. I was gonna say, yeah, me. The rear of the party might need some healing. Right, so here's where the soldiers are coming from. Let's head on in here. I'm sure that's safe.
What can it be now?
Countess Satire, I know this is difficult for you, but you must make a positive identification. Yes, he's the one. Matteo, he is the traitor. No, the Countess must be mad with grief. There must be some mistake. You are certain, Countess, there is no mistake? I am certain. Before my beloved son, Ardic, disappeared, he told me he had witnessed Matteo opening the gates. There, surely you see, my overzealous Captain Samant, that your ingregorious accusations have needlessly vilified my impeccable character. Why are you doing this, Countess? I am Ardric's friend! Your son and I grew up together! Captain, I stringently demand you incarcerate this heinous felon immediately. You make no demands of me, or kisser, Jasiri. I fulfill my duties as I see fit. Men, take Matteo away, and escort the Countess to her quarters. Yes, please, take me away from this place.
What is it?
Well, Captain, am I free to go? Is this travesty of justice, this witch hunt, this fiasco finally at an end? You're free to go, Kaiser. Get out of my sight. I'm in no mood to see your unscrupulous face right now. I suppose such abuse is the best approximation of an apology I expect from an uncouth cretin such as yourself, Captain Samand. Right, so we walked into quite a little bit of drama in this barracks that looks an awful lot like a tavern. Oh well, let's chat with the captain.
On my way.
What? Oh, you must be the one Melisande told me about. Just what our town needs. More ball spawn. My name is Captain Samant and I'm a very busy man right now. I need to ask you a few questions. Well, you better make it quick. I can't stay for long. I must see to the fences of the wall. So why did your soldiers drag that young man away? What is this bit of drama? That? Oh, a most unpleasant matter. A few days ago someone opened a secret gate into the town. The Saradush could easily have been overrun. We just discovered the traitor was a young man named Matteo. You don't sound very convinced. There's no doubt in my mind that someone betrayed us. The enemy came through a small sewer outlet that was protected by both a locked grate and several powerful magical wards. There's no way to open that entrance from the outside, but Matteo is a faithful soldier, not the type of man to betray Saradush. Maybe he didn't. Are there any other suspects? An alarm was raised and my soldiers arrived only a few moments after the gate was opened. We found 3 people in the area. Matteo, Adric Santil, and the merchant Kisar Jasiri. When we began our investigations, I strongly suspected Kaiser, or Kisar. I think Kisar is better. He is a greedy, self-serving weasel who would sell his own mother if the price was right.
Oh, I get it. It had to be the merchant, right? Not one of your own precious soldiers.
We didn't get a chance to complete our investigation. Adric, the son of the Countess Santile, disappeared. He was our primary witness.
Perhaps this Adric is the culprit. Did you consider that?
No, not Adric. Someone who didn't know better might think Adric was taking revenge for Gromnir's banishment of his father, but the Count was nothing but a cruel, violent bastard. Gromnir did Adric and the Countess a favour, and Adric bears no ill will towards the town.
Still, his disappearance is pretty suspicious.
No, it isn't. Adric was taking his regular shift manning the battlements. He wouldn't be the first taken by an enemy arrow or some foul spell. Or maybe Matteo murdered him.
Why do you suspect Matteo now then?
Our attention was focused on Kaiser Jasiri, but we had no proof. Then the Countess told us that Adric, her son, had implicated Matteo before he disappeared.
And how do you know this Countess is telling the truth?
If you knew the Countess, you wouldn't know her words is beyond reproach. And she has nothing to gain from a lie. Matteo was Adric's closest friend. Accusing him was very traumatic for her. Still, I have to admit, this does not sit well in my gullet. I was so sure Kaiser Jahir was the culprit. To discover it was one of my own men, and I am shocked.
So now you just sit back and wait for the executioner, right?
Matteo will not be executed, not while we're under siege. The defense of Saradush is my first concern, but if I had more time, I would investigate further. I just want to find the truth.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth!
That makes no sense here, but... oh, they had to put it in, I guess. Let's just say it.
You can't handle the truth!
If you wish to investigate further, I'll not stand in your way, and I'll ignore the stupid movie reference you just made. Speak with Matteo in his cell. The jailer will let you see him.
Thank you for the information. I will be going now.
What you do is your own concern. I must be away to aid the defense of Saradush. Ah, secret door. Secret wall, I guess. No longer suffer as outcast by courage, your love and trust and companion. Your future is uncertain, but that case you is beyond clear beyond reproach. It pleases me to see that you are hale and hearty, Skizny. I admire your strength more than you may know. I think we know that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Alright then, let's have a chat with this Matteo.
On your mind?
Can you sing a busy corner, Joe? I don't have time for your yammering.
Captain Saman said I should speak with the prisoner Matteo.
Captain Saman, why didn't you say so? I'll unlock the door for you and you can come and go as you please. Well, that's quite a bit of trust in the captain. Just come and go as we please into the prison. Guess that's adventurous privilege for you. Who are you? Are you here to further torment me? To heap more scorn on my head?
I am Skizzy. I want to ask you some questions.
You may ask, but no one believes my answers. The words of the Countess have condemned me in the eyes of everyone.
Why would the Countess make up such a story then if they say it's made up?
I cannot understand why she would falsely accuse me. She is a good woman. When I was growing up with Edric, her son, she was like a second mother to me.
I thought it was pretty obvious he was lying to Captain Samant.
The Countess did seem to be acting strangely when she spoke to Captain Samant. At first, I thought it was the grief over Edric's loss, but now, I think there may be something more sinister afoot. I get there's nothing more I can tell you. You must speak with the Countess at her home to find the reasons behind her actions. Right, well, that directs us pretty clearly. Off to the Countess's home.
Do I have to do all the work?
Yes, Disney, you do. You are the hero after all!
You owe me.
Quite a nice fountain. I think they used they kind of recycled Alando style to make them really tiny. Just noticed that. That's quite a fun little detail. Notification scroll and another identification. Ah! It barely missed us. This town is quite dangerous. Just random things dropping from the sky. Oh wait, this is Kisa Javiera's home. That's not the Countess.
Very well.
I think the Countess lives over there. The other side of the road. Her own little tower home. Quite nice. Yeah, I think this is Countess.
Fine, fine.
Please, I have nothing to say to you.
Why have you betrayed your son's dearest friend then, with your false accusation?
I was forced to do this by Kisar Jahiri. He kidnapped my boy, Andrik. He said if I accused Matteo, he would return my son to me. But now he has gone back on his word. He says he will keep my son to guarantee my silence. I fear the worst, that Kaiser has no intention of ever returning my son.
What a snake! I can kill him for you if you want.
No! Kaiser must not be harmed, I beg you. He's the only one who knows where my son is.
Well, but letting Kaiser get away with this is not going to get your son back, Countess.
I don't know what to do. I wish Matteo was to be free. I wish Kaiser to be punished. Or Kaiser, I don't know his name anymore. But most of all, I just wish my son saved by my side.
Sinds we for potential profit, Skisney. I can leaving mother be a soft Dutch.
I have so little to reward you with, but perhaps you could go into Kisa's home and speak with him. Maybe somehow you can convince him to release my son.
Is there anything else you can tell me and what I can get?
Yeah, he has nothing else to tell you. Please go to Kisa's home and speak with him. All right. From one house to another, off to Kissa's home.
I'll make you pay for every time you click on me.
So,
very well.
Let's have a chat with this unscrupulous fellow.
Interlopers in my abode? Perhaps you have mistaken this edifice for an establishment of commerce. I assure you, you are mistaken.
If you vacate these premises forthwith, I shall exonerate you for your transgression of your intrusion.
I have some questions for you, Kisser.
I am at a distinct disadvantage. You have the privilege of knowing my appellation, yet your own moniker remains something of an enigma.
I am Skisney and I want to ask you about Matteo.
A sorrowing circumstance to be sure. Who would have conjectured that Matteo was a traitor?
Save it, Kisser. Countess Santil already told me you kidnapped Eric.
So, the Countess has violated her covenant of discretion. Before you vault to spurious conclusions, however, I suggest you hear my exegesis of the extenuating circumstances, child of Paul. Ah, your visage registers surprise. Did you presume I did not know both your identity and your ancestry long before you stumbled into my dwelling? I present you with an offer, Paul Spawn. We are two of a kind, you and I. I admit I abducted Hendrik. And even one of the dullest faculties can deduce from this that I am also the one responsible for opening the gate, though ultimately my initial plan did not see fruition.
So, have you tried to betray Saradush to its enemies and failed? Evil schemes to destroy a city are never as simple as they first seem, are they? I learned that lesson the hard way in Baldur's Gate.
This town is doomed regardless of my actions, and I only sought to augment my own capital before the inevitable denouncement of the siege. I can offer similar abundance of riches to you.
You have my interest, Kaiser Jahiri. Keep talking.
The defenses of Saradush are bolstered by the enchantments of the mage Erat. I intend to eradicate Erat's contributions, thus expediting the eventual subjugation of the entire town. Dear me, this man talks a mouthful.
You mean you're going to kill him off?
Inelegant, yet precisely accurate. If you exterminate the enchanter Erat, I will reveal Edric's hidden location, and I am certain his mother will reward you most handsomely upon your reunion.
I've killed my fair share of mages in the past. One of them even tried to be a guard, you know. One more should be no problem.
Alternatively, the Countess could be forcibly compelled into more permanent silence, given her propensity to disseminate potentially damaging information. I will pay handsomely for that service.
Wow, you want almost everyone dead, don't you?
I leave the choice to you. Kill Erat and recoup compensation from the Countess for liberating Edric, or silence the Countess and I will recompensate you and kill Edric myself in due time. Out of professional courtesy, I must insist we slay this Countess rather than my fellow mage, although killing a wizard could lead to an acquisition of several powerful magical artifacts. Do we have a full understanding of the situation? May I rely on your absolute cooperation in this matter?
What's to stop me from telling Captain Samans what I know?
Without proof, no one will believe your tale, and it would be extremely detrimental to your health or to the health of Edric.
So it stops me from just killing you now?
You might make the attempt, but my death will not bring gain to anyone involved. I suggest you save your violent impulses for other individuals. Erat readily comes to mind.
Be wary of this one, Skizny. I come from a world of deceit, lies and betrayal. I suspect this kisser would be most comfortable in my homeland.
Return only once the task is done. Until then we have nothing further to discuss. So, a few options here. But, yes. Will we go evil, kill the Countess, or kill the mage? Honestly, none of these options are ideal. And well, at this point, how is it? Yeah. Fireballs! Fireballs in the sky! How is our reputation? Average. We can not go down a little. We could go down a little bit. Honestly, from what I remember, Kaiser doesn't pay very well, and the Countess definitely does not pay well. Options though. Let us approach the mage. See, maybe he can reward us for some magical artifacts. And there he is.
I have things to do. One not being sitting on me double talking to you.
Well, this is a rather crude sounding wizard.
They're friends of the war of Saradush demand all my attention. I cannot spare time to speak with you.
I need to speak to you about Edric's disappearance.
One of many have given their lives defending these walls, but there is no time to mourn. Now please excuse me. The defense of the walls of Saradush demands all my attention. I cannot spare more time to speak with you.
Well, let's mention something else then.
I've come from the Countess. I need to speak to you about Edric, her son, like I said before.
I sympathize with the noble woman's grief, yet here's little I can do to ease her suffering. Her son is dead.
No, Adric is actually being held captive by Kaiser Dahiri.
Kaiser Dahiri? Why would he do such a thing?
He claims you betrayed Saradush by allowing... No, actually, no. Because he betrayed Saradush by allowing the enemy into the city walls.
Impossible! Everyone knows Matteo is the traitor. Ulrich was a witness and he called him red-handed or so, I hear.
Matteo was just a fall guy, idiot. I think Kaiser is a real traitor. In fact, I know that.
Word of a ball spawn for a little here in Saradush. Before the safety of the city, I will investigate the truth of your accusation. We must find Ulrich.
Brilliant! Glad you came up with that idea.
Now that I know who Ulrich is, that Kaiser was involved in his disappearance, I may be able to use my powers of magical definition to reveal where Ulrich is being held. Alas, I will not be able to do much more than this, as urgent as Ulrich's testimony is in discovering the traitor in our midst. I cannot leave my place on the wall here for more than a few minutes.
Fine, I'll do the actual work as usual.
Hold on, my enchantment begins.
Enchantment, 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 boom.
More spell is completed. Ulrich yet lives, as she claimed, but this is most strange. All signs point that he's in the home of Kaiser Dahiri. I suggest you investigate Kaiser's home more thoroughly. There you'll find the son of the Countess.
You're cannot coming with me, I guess.
No, I must stay here and defend the walls of Saradush against the magics of the enemy. Find Ulrich only if his testimony can save Matteo.
What a cheerful fellow. Anyways, yeah, I guess Kisser just basically stuffed him in the closet somewhere. Brilliant evil scheming, that. Nope, I accidentally picked up a plate mail. Oh well. Let's dump that on the ground. So let's quickly head into the house before there's another rock falling on our heads. And Kisser is suddenly gone. What a surprise. How could he be? Fancy bedroom. Let's search for traps. Meanwhile, we'll also heal. Our friend. Ah, there's a trap on the window. How can he? There are 2 traps on the window. Very cunning. But it's not a window, it is something else that I... Huh. Just death spell. That's not a super great spell. I think this is all garbage here. Now let's go find the logical place where you hide a kit. In your basement!
Do I have to do all the work?
What is it?
Skizny, for endeavoring to divulge my machinations, I shall repay you with the gruesome demise of both Adric and yourself. Well, famous last words. And there's some behind the walls.
A skullbreaker!
There went Kisser.
I meant to do that. I meant to do
Oh no,
that.
there did not go into Kisser. There's
What you
Kisser.
deserve.
Cry for your lives. They are over.
So these are pretty
Pay with
capable
your
rogues.
life.
I just capable enough to do much against this too.
Yep. Good to
So
go.
this is all full of traps. Ah!
Yes?
There's the mage there. Let's do something about that. Oh yeah, I can do something about that. Imoen! Alright, you want to hide? Fine. True seeing. Fast, Imoen, there we go. Now hit her hard! Uh-huh.
You owe me.
Stupid wizard in a dress. Really, it's the thing that you can't, you know, wear armor in this edition, but actually in other editions, not a bad idea to just wear leather armor as a wizard. These people then won't instantly know that you're a wizard. And you know, it provides some protection. So let us speak with this young man.
Something on your mind?
And so the false foul traitor dies. I thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Saradush. There is much I must do. I cannot stay, but thank you once again.
Yay, we rescued the young lad. So double walls. Very cunning, I guess. Wonder if the kid was allowed to sleep in the bed or if that was just for the guards. Well then, that's I suppose we can well, I suppose we should loot
I can
everything.
carry no more. Minions, get it!
Right, I suppose we'll leave getting back to the Countess on the next episode then. But yes, hooray, we did a good deed, rescued the kid and all that. Killed the wicked man with the too large vocabulary. Anyway, good day.